Alright guys, so today I'm going to make a short, try and keep this short for you. And we're going to make one of these little guys here. This is a resin rose. As you see, I have a resin thingy here. I got this stuff, so here we go. I have, this is UV resin, and it takes UV light, which I have over here on the lamp, and it takes this UV to make it a thing. So with that being said, let's jump right into this little how-to. I have, first off, I have a little mixing straw. It's just a plastic straw. For this one, I have made glitter, the glitter that is here. I will show you that. Boom. You can get this at Hobby Lobby. If I have an affiliate link, I will put it below for Amazon affiliates. Today I'm using this guy, and that is going to be also in the affiliate link because I wanted to make more of a pink rose than a white rose. So I will put this little guy over here, and we also are using this guy. You can get this kind of lamp at Home Depot, but the light bulb that's in here, let me see if I can show you, is just a little UV light. Make sure that it does have UV submissions from it. That is a UV light bulb. If I can find an affiliate link, I will also drop those below for you guys. And so the way that this works is I'm going to take our UV resin here, which is this Pure Dough UV resin. It is clear, so it will come out clear. I did put some sparklies in here. You can kind of see them on the bottom here more so, and on the top they do sparkle. That's because I put the glitter in there. There is some glitter in here, and that's fine. There's some glitter on this. I'm not really worried about that so much, but I'm going to take off the cap here, put that to the side. I'm going to just pour this in here, and then we're going to put the pink stuff into this and mix it up. So let's try and get this zoomed out. Let's do autofocus down here. There we go. Now you don't want this to technically go all the way up. I want it to just get to where it will flatten out for me, which is about right there, I would say. Tip that over, of course, put the cap back on and spin it back on. Now this isn't really fast acting. It is, you have a few minutes to play around with it. As you can see up here, there are a few bubbles. I just take a good old lighter, light it up, and pop those little top bubbles. If you have a compressor, you could probably do compression on it, but most of the bubbles on the top are now gone. There might be a few down there, but there's really not much that you can do. But let's get our pink in there. I'm just going to pour quite a bit on the top slash bottom because we are working in reverse. Most of this glitter is going to hopefully sink to the bottom. And as you can see, it's already developing on the top. I am mixing kind of a sideways up and down motion to get most of this to mix in. It might be a good idea to get some gloves if you're not comfortable with it, and always, again, always wear a mask. May have forgotten to say that. Always wear a mask. And here's the fun part. We're going to use our UV light. I have my little pots here to hold it up, I'm just going to set it here right close to where it needs to be, and I will adjust you guys here. So elevator going down. So you guys can kind of see what's going on here. I'm going to turn off the overhead light and turn on this black light. Now you technically don't have to turn off the lights, but it does help a little bit. And then we are going to notice maybe that the resin here is starting to smoke. You do want to wear a mask, because these fumes are not technically deadly, but they will give off some fumes that you do not want to be ingesting or smelling. It's very noxious, so do wear a mask when you do this. It is literally getting hot. That's why I say put it on a desktop, or if you have a cooking sheet, put it on there as well, because it will heat up and do its thing. And again, well ventilated area. So while that does that, I'm going to fast forward for you guys, and I'm going to turn on my fan. So I'm going to mute it now, and we'll come back when this stops smoking and has cooled down. So have fun. It is still hot. I can try and put my hand down here, and I can still physically feel heat right here, and that is a no-go for this. You do want it to set all the way, because if you try and take it out too early, one, you're going to not have a very fun time, because it is pretty hot. Two, it is also not going to set right if you try and mess with it while it's still in the curing phase. Now this stuff says that it cures in a couple of minutes, but I'm using a thick batch, and you have to kind of do some math on it. It doesn't hurt just to leave it alone under the UV light, and if it's a very sunny day, unlike today, you can put it on your windowsill and have it cure by the actual UV rays of the sun. Today is sadly not one of those days. The sun's not particularly out anywhere that I can put it, so I am using my UV light. But we will continue and skip ahead to when it is fully cured. So here we go. Alright guys, so I am back. It's been, say an hour or two. What I recommend is feeling it. If it feels warm whatsoever, just don't even mess with it. Just let it sit there under the UV light and do its thing. It'll harden up eventually. It feels not cool to the touch, but cold enough to where I can comfortably leave my hand on there. So let's try and take this out of the mold and see what we get. Again, the bottom part is actually nice and cool too. Sometimes you will feel it through, and all I'm doing is pushing these corners off of the sides first. As you can see, there's a little bit of flaking here, which is fine, because you can use either a Dremel or a specialty tool, one of those knives, and get out all of the imperfections. And as you can see, hard as a rock. You're not going to dent it, you're not going to break it at this point. It is pretty much cured. And what we're trying to do is kind of just, these fold actually, and these will be in the description as well if I can find the Amazon affiliate link to it. You can get these. These are technically for ice cubes, but they're thick enough and they're kind of this silicone rubber stuff that they won't melt on you because of the heat. And all I'm doing really is just trying to loosen up these edges. It is a little bit tight, but if you push on the bottom here, just push that up while you push this down, it will kind of fold out, as you can see. Hopefully, there we go. Trying to make it where you guys can see it too. And it might get a little bit stuck, but as long as you play around with it, eventually it'll come loose. Ta-da! And then that will just fold back down because it's silicone. There you go. Look at that. It's nice. It looks kind of like the other one. There is kind of a pinkish tint in there, a little bit more than the other one. But yeah, that's pretty much the idea here. You can take a Dremel or a specified knife to these edges and get those, let me see if I can show you, little edges here, and there's a little bit of an edge here that you can take onto the rotary tool. It might be a little bit sticky up top on the top part of the rose. If that happens, what you can do is just put it under the light again, or take it to the window and stick it near the sun, and the sun will help harden it up. And again, over time it'll harden up as well. This is the first one that I made here. I'll put these two side by side so you can see the kind of difference, if any. And that's the first one that I made here. Yeah, this one has more of a pink tint. I know if I used more of the glitter here, that it would make it a lot more pink, but I just didn't want to use like half of the bottle. But it does give it a nice little pink in-glow and a bunch of sparkle. So with that being said, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and hit the subscribe button for the algorithm, so that way I can reach my 1,000 and start becoming monetized on here. If you guys like this video, there are more to come, and there are a few beforehand, more specifically on actual photography. And if you guys like this video and want to see me do more resin stuff, hit me up in the comments below. I will see you guys next time. Peace.